If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
A very pleasant, good Wednesday afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome inside Extreme Arena in Coralville, the site of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And you're watching live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We're getting you ready for a Class 4A state semifinal, and we've been here before. We're here again, top-seeded Creek-Amana against the 5-seeded Lady Lancers of North Scott. I'm Daniel Versteg, happy to be joined by Austin Oliver for our broadcast. This is the third time in 4 years that North Scott and Clear Creek-Amana have not only met up at state, but have met up in a state semifinal. It's been a good rivalry brewing here at state, and I think another chapter is going to be written today.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of an upset with North Scott knocking out Dallas Center Grimes in round one, but Clear Creek-Amana did exactly what they're supposed to do in first round and getting up to the second round matchup.
Yeah, let's see how they got here to the semifinal. We mentioned Clear Creek-Amana defeating Sergeant Bluff Luton. That was not a foregone conclusion, though the Clippers were the number 1 seed. Sergeant Bluff Luton beat Xavier last year as an 8 seed in the opening round. Clear Creek-Amana did handle business, though. Emily Henderson, boy, she kind of did a lot of everything for Clear Creek-Amana in that one, 35 assists and 8 digs. We'll be talking about her name quite a bit. And then, of course, North Scott, the 5 seed, knocking off 4-seeded Dallas Center Grimes in 4. Mackenzie Moeller, boy, she's an outstanding volleyball player, had a double-double, 27 kills, 11 digs, 327 hitting percentage. When you can have a player like Mackenzie Moeller who plays all 6 rotations, that's quite a luxury to have.
Yeah, she's a monster out there. 324 kills coming into the state tournament. The offense is going to run heavily through there for the Lancers today.
And she'll be set up by Addison Allen to try and do so. So the winner of this contest will get ready for a Class 4A state championship match tomorrow against the winner of the contest that'll get started on the other court soon. That pits Sioux Center against Pella in a state semifinal contest there. So again, this Class 4A state semifinal featuring North Scott and Clear Creek-Amana. Once again, 2 teams very familiar with the state tournament. they face off again in a state semifinal. We'll be that much closer to pre-match coverage and first serve in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. You're watching live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games.
Welcome you back to coverage of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. As sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Daniel Versteg, Austin Oliver with you on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. We mentioned it in the pregame. Think we're going to see Mackenzie Moeller hit the volleyball quite a bit if the 4-set win over Dallas Center Grimes is any indication. The nice thing is for Creek-Amana, we probably know where the ball is going to as well. Avery Lauer, who's a first-team All-State pick last year and one who's going to play basketball at the D1 level, so we know she's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a three-headed kind of a pronged approach for Clear Creek. You did mention Avery Lower, 295 kills coming into the state tournament, but you also got Bailey Simpson and Julia Schlarbaum that both have over 250 kills of their own. So could see a lot of players touching the ball, and I think that's what makes them a number one and probably a good bet to make to the state finals here today. But one loss on the season for Clear Creek-Amana has been to this North Scott team. So they definitely are going to be understanding of being wary of this matchup today, and they're going to take it serious for sure.
Yeah, Clear Creek-Amana did not lose very many matches this year, just 3 of them. One of them to Cedar Rapids Xavier. They lost to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. And, as you mentioned, North Scott just a few weeks ago on October 11th. That three-headed monster they have offensively, that's going to keep North Scott off balance. This is a team, though, that does put up a pretty good block, around 3 blocks per set. And I would have to imagine that good front-row defense will need to be in play to slow down the multiple different weapons that the Clippers provide?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Just looking up some more of the statistics here. They've both played a lot of really good teams over the season, so these teams are going to come in here well tested. They're both experienced at being here down at the state tournament. North Scott's used to being an underdog and upsetting. They did that in round one, but they've done that in past years as well. So I know Coach Schubert is going to have them ready to go, and they're not going to come in here intimidated or hanging their heads at all. They're going to come out to play.
Yeah, and it is a change for North Scott. Taryn Van Eerwich had been their head coach for a number of years throughout all the success they've had the last few years. Brian Schubert, the former head coach of Davenport Assumption, is now in his first year at North Scott, and kind of thought he was done coaching high school volleyball, but this opportunity opened up, and he said he couldn't really pass on it. And, he's led the Lancers back to the state semifinal, something they've been in each of the last 3 seasons. So will North Scott return back to the state title match for the first time since they beat Clear Creek-Amana semifinal in 2023? Or will the Clippers get back to where they've been predestined to go a number of times in the regular season but have just fallen short? We'll see who secures a date with either Sioux Center or Pella in tomorrow's Class 4A state championship match. Of course, we've got plenty of great semifinal matches still to come here on the Girls Union Digital Network. We've already wrapped up 5A. It'll be Waukee Northwest taking on Ankeny Centennial in a championship match. 3As are still to come, 2As and 1As. We've got outstanding state tournament volleyball all throughout the day, and it continues with this Class 4A semifinal. North Scott, Clear Creek-Amana. It's time for the pre-match introductions. Let's go down to our public address announcer for the introductions. That is Tim Fitzpatrick.
Good noon, volleyball fans, and welcome to Day 3 of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament. It's semifinal Wednesday. This 4A semifinal matchup features the North Scott Lady Lancers and the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by everyone here today. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. All right, fans, now it's time to meet the players and coaches in today's 4A semifinal. First of all, for the Lady Lancers of North Scott, here are your non-starters. Number 1, Kamila Eller. Number 4, Addison Meigel. Number 7, Isley Weinert. Number 9, Sydney Soppy. Number 12, Katie Moeller. Number 13, Brooke Rocca. Number 14, Kira Kasharik. And number 15, Addison Harms. Your assistant coaches, Taylor Ingram, Grayson Jewell, and Jennifer Kuhn. Now here's your starters for the Lady Lancers of North Scott. A 5'9" senior, number 3, Mackenzie Moeller. 5'2" senior, number 5, Reese Jackson. 5'8" senior, number 6, Adeline Johnson. 5'7" senior, number 8, Addison Allen. A 5'11" junior, number 10, Alyssa Schrader. And a 5'9" senior, number 11, Paige Kuhn. Your libero is a 5'5" senior, number 2, Ainsley Het. Head coach for the Lady Lancers, Brian Schubert. Now let's meet the players and coaches from Clear Creek-Amana. Here are the Clippers. Number 1, Bella Behrens. Number 5, Sydney Pfeiffer. Number 8, Julia Schlarbaum. Number 10, Kendall Molly. Number 11, Shantae Burton. Number 13, Delaney Vasky. And number 16, Peyton Curtin. Your assistant coaches, Isabel Carey, Jamie Stratton, Natalie Fry, Kaylee Pfeifferling, and Faith Henderson. Now here's your starters for the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. 5'8" senior number 3, Elizabeth Timmerman. A 6'2" junior number 6, Bailey Simpson. 5'8" senior number 7, Emily Henderson. A 6' senior number 15, Shariah Sherman. A 6' senior number 17, Avery Lauer. And a 6'1" sophomore number 18, Hayden Waters. Their libero is a 5'5" sophomore number 4, Kendall Ronfelt. Head coach for the Clippers, Jackie Clubb. All right, fans, let me introduce to you the officials assigned to this 4A semifinal by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your first referee, Joe Van Ness. Second referee, Brittany Novotny. Line judges, Jennifer Lewis and Casey Hoppy. All right, who's ready for state tournament volleyball?
Well, we are ready to go, and we'd like to remind you once again that Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the IGHSAU. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Once again, Daniel Versteg with you, joined by Austin Oliver for our coverage today on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Class 4A state semifinal, North Scott the 5 seed, top seed Clear Creek-Amana. Two teams that met in the regular season, two teams that always seem to meet up in the state tournament, and a spot in the state championship match on the line. I feel like it's kind of one of those matches, you got power against power. North Scott with Mackenzie Moeller, and then Clear Creek-Amana, some of those top hitters that they've got. This could be a really entertaining match from that perspective.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be a lot of offense. I think it's going to be who can get settled down early, get that serve receive going, get those nerves out, and just get right down to volleyball is going to be the important thing to get on track here in game number 1 for both teams.
Yeah, it sounds so boring when coaches talk about, serve, receive, and things like that, but it really does make a difference. We saw that in some 1A matches yesterday. You just cannot give up points on serve there.
Well, just nothing works. There's no momentum. There's no connection between the setter and the hitters. It just dispels a lot of the that connection that you have out there that you want to establish early in a match. So it is very important to get that serve receive nailed down early. And get comfortable and stay in system for each of these offenses.
North Scott will be the one tested first on serve receive as the star Avery Lauer goes back to serve for Clear Creek-Amana. And we're underway with the Lancers rejected at the net, and right away some front row defense shuts down North Scott's attack.
Hayden Waters, a sophomore, 6'1" middle hitter. It was a double block, but she got all of that one and sent it right back to the Lancer side.
North Scott goes to work. That's Allen setting up the middle. And Clear Creek-Amana is going to have a chance to respond. They go cross court. Lancers get out of system a bit. And they send it into the middle of the defense. That's Adeline Johnson getting on the board for North Scott.
Yeah, and the Lancers are going to look here. Obviously, we've talked about already that the offense is going to run through Moeller, but they're going to look to have any contribution that they can get from those other hitters that are out there as well, just to take some of that pressure off of her. So when she does need to be called upon, she's going to be ready to go.
Be Isley Weinert back to serve. A good one taken by Ronfelt. And here's Lauer from the back row, and she's on the board for Clear Creek-Amana. Clippers will have their libero Ronfelt back to serve as we trade points early. That's kind of the feeling out process you have to have. Your second match of the state tournament might be feeling a little fatigue and just trying to see what's going to work here early on. North Scott gets out of system, though. There's that tough serve receive, and now Clear Creek-Amana got way out of whack as well. The Lancers a chance to pounce, and it's Moeller who scores her first kill.
Yeah, Clear Creek had gotten a little bit confused on the call. The middle had run a slide, but the outside was still in that same position. So when that ball in the set went out there, both of the players were in that position, had to push it over, and that was an excellent opportunity for the Lancers to run something in system, and they scored on it.
It's like Addison Meigel will have the serve for North Scott. And looks like they're trying to get a volleyball over one of the ball girls, and now we'll be able to continue on. Senior serving specialist. And Clear Creek-Amana plays it short and go to the middle. Double block put up. And here's Moeller off balance and way long. Clear Creek-Amana sides him out.
Set was a little bit off the net. Moeller had to make an adjustment, had to hit from about the 10-foot line. Kind of did a side swing there. She got into position and just got a little bit too much of that one, sent it out the deep side of the mat.
Got an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. And that substitution is Bella Behrens, who goes back to serve for Clear Creek-Amana, and she dials up an ace. Our first ace serve of the match. And those are brought to you by Channel Seed, your local seed dealer. Visit channelseed.com today. Behrens, who came into today with just 2 aces all season. Not bad for number 3. And the Lady Lancers way out of system again. Clear Creek-Amana goes up by 3.
And there's that serve receive I've been talking about. It's so important to get nailed down. I know the Lancers all look to get that first pass to see if they can get a dime to their setter to get this offense running.
Oh, an overpass again. Serve receive not off to a strong start. Down the sideline, there's Moeller making something out of nothing.
Just perfectly placed on the back line. Instead of going cross court like she had earlier, she went down the line. No defense there at all, and tough one to get to anyways.
And Moeller will have the serve from the back line here for North Scott. And Clear Creek-Amana's out of system, but Lauer is able to get a good swing, tipped over, and done so with a double touch. And North Scott is back within 1.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to call in one of the rule changes for this year is that double hit. If it stays on the offensive side, the double hit is not going to be called, but if the ball goes over the net, 1, 2, or 3, if it's a double, that's when it's going to be called. So a little bit needs to be clean over the net is pretty much what it comes down to.
Big swing and kill. That was a hammer down from Bailey Simpson to get the Clippers back on serve.
Yeah, it was a tight set. She just able to stay off the net, snap that wrist, and it hit about the 3-foot line there on the other side.
Can't imagine a volleyball player can get up that high. That was an outstanding kill from Simpson. And now she goes short on the serve. Going to the outside, and it's put away. Kamila Eller picks up her first kill for the Lancers. And going back to that rule change on the double touch, it's been in effect all year. I should know it better, but it still catches me off guard because you see a bad set every now and then, and you think the whistle's going to be blown. But the new rule, it's got to be played over the net for that double touch. Traditionally, that would have been called to be called. And here's Moeller from long range. And she puts it down. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, we've seen both teams utilizing that back row attack early in game number 1. Moeller's in the back row, so they'll look to find other ways to still get to be able to have her swing be part of their offense, and that's the way that they do it.
Here's a libero het to serve. And, what a dig. Haight gets to it. Moeller again from the back row. Who wants the second ball? Tight pass to Lauer. Dug into the net. This is still alive. Yeah, that was not the 4th touch. We're playing on. And Lauer puts it to bed.
Yeah, it took a little bit off that swing. Reared back like she was going to rip it, but then rolled that shot and split the defenders in the back row.
Avery Lauer and Mackenzie Moeller, 2 of Class 4A's best hitters, squaring off in a state semifinal. And that serve goes a bit long from Soraya Sherman. Or Scott sides it out, tied up, and they'll make a quick IMT insurance substitution as well. Into the front row goes Adeline Johnson. Here's the serve. It's Allen trying to drop it short. Go to the jump set. Lauer is blocked. And they are going to say, they got a double touch.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was off the initial ricochet on the net. I think Lauer touched it twice. That's really the only time that double touch is called with the ball not going over the net.
Yeah.
So North Scott has their first lead off of that. And they're changing it up from Lauer into a double block. North Scott's on a roll.
Yeah, North Scott can block like that the rest of this match. It's going to be a big boon for them defensively.
Paige Kuhn and Adeline Johnson combined for that block. 3 in a row for the Lady Lancers. This one sent over from Timmerman. It caroms off a block. That one gets down out of the middle. Paige Kuhn, and the Lancers have scored 4 in a row.
Yeah, everything going right for the Lancers. Starting out with that serve receive and passing. Have definitely got themselves cleaned up, and they're headed in the right direction. Offense is starting to hum.
Floats the serve. And now Lauer trying to get back on track. Getting out a system pass. Oh, it's tipped into the block, and no time to react from Clear Creek-Amana. Johnson drops in North Scott's 5th straight point, and Jackie Clubb needs a timeout. The Lancers are on a roll. They've scored 5 in a row and lead set 1 here in a state semifinal. We're back with more live coverage in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena and the Girls Union State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau with live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. With Austin Oliver, I'm Daniel Versteg. Austin, North Scott scored 5 points in a row heading into that timeout. What's been the biggest difference, you think, in your opinion?
They got some hands on those hits. You know, it doesn't have to be a full block. Did they get some of those? Yes, they did. But just getting some touches on those swings slows that ball down and allows the offense to kind of rally to where the ball's at. And then you have aces and strong serving to go along with it. And they are definitely on a roll.
Yeah, that certainly helps the cause as well. Channel seed ace for Addison Allen. And North Scott is continuing things out of the Clear Creek-Amana timeout. See what the Clippers have for a response now that they can get into their offense. They're going to the back row with Simpson that time. Here's Moeller. Tries to dial it in, and it's sent back down. There was a Clipper in the net as well. So the Lancers have scored 7 in a row.
Yeah, I saw that net kind of bounce up and down there as that little mini joust. It really wasn't even a joust, but they put off the net. I wasn't sure if it was going to be the ball or a player, but the down ref called a player on it.
Lauer sends it over. It's going to be a tough pass, and Eller gets a good swing off of it. Lauer. Oh, it's Haight once again. She's all over it. Tip from Moeller. Diving save. And we play on toward that right side. And another great diving effort. That's Behrens to keep it up. On the sideline, we're still going. And it's put to the floor. It's Paige Kuhn. North Scott keeps scoring.
Yeah, Coach Schubert, this is exactly what he could ask for. Moeller does have 3 kills here, but you also have contributions from other people on the team. Johnson with 2 already. Kuhn with 3 kills already. He's matching up with Moeller, but you can't ask for anything more to get this offense rolling.
See what North Scott, they got a chance again, and they do it again. It's Adeline Johnson.
She notches her 3rd kill of the match, so 9 kills between 3 different players. You cannot ask for more for the Lancers right now.
Yeah, and I want to say out of the 9-point run they've had, none of them have been from Mackenzie Moeller. She swung well, but just hasn't gotten a kill from that spot right now. Oh, this is going to be tough to do anything with. Free ball's passed over. This is the chance for the Clippers, and it's taken advantage of by Emily Henderson on the 2nd ball.
Yeah, Emily Henderson, knowing that the team in general just been having some trouble getting a termination, takes it into her own hands, little dump there on a 2nd ball, and scores with it.
Sometimes just rotating around a little bit can be maybe the reset that you need as a team. Henderson in the back row, and here comes the back row attack from Moeller. Oh, great job. Simpson kept it alive. Going toward the outside. Eller. That did hit the net, and a 4th touch on the recovery gives Clear Creek-Amana their 2nd straight point. And did not quite have enough to get over the tape and touch the block. And it'll be Emily Henderson to serve once again. Here's the pass over toward the outside. Eller kept alive, set to Lauer, blocked. Get a chance to recover. Another block. Oh, the Clippers are still in it. What a back and forth. Off high hands, and Eller tools it down for the kill.
Just a couple blocks there that didn't score, but are just enough to get the Clippers a little bit frustrated on those swings, and they're going to start second guessing. The next thing we're going to probably see from a Clipper attacker is that roll shot over the top of that block in order to keep the ball in play.
Taken by Clear Creek-Amana. From the right side, Lauer has been covered up. Going off the block, and it falls through. Adeline Johnson and so many contributors having a great match for North Scott.
And exactly how I called that one. That roll shot there from Lauer on the opposite was easily covered by the Lancers, and they got their offense rolling again.
North Scott's reading the Clippers like a book right now. And, they got way out of system to the back row. Here comes North Scott, and Mollers in her comfortable spot on the outside, but it hit the net, goes out of play, and Clear Creek-Amana is finally to their 10th point. It'll be Avery Lauer, who we mentioned she's going to play Division I basketball at Arizona State. Just a phenomenal athlete for Clear Creek-Amana. And they set up Moeller. She powers it down through the block. North Scott's lead is back to 8 as they lead 18-10.
Yeah, Waters is out there listed at 6'1". That's a big block for Clear Creek-Amana. That's going to be something that Moeller's going to have to deal with all day long. It definitely looks longer than that from up here at top of the court, but 6'1" is what she's listed at.
Set. Goes over towards Simpson, and that had no chance to be saved. Clear Creek-Amana trying to get things back in their favor. North Scott will make a couple of changes once again. They are another quick IMT insurance substitution, as it will be Kendall Ronfelt to serve for Clear Creek-Amana. The libero tries to attack her libero counterpart. Lauer takes, quick sets. And a Lancer was in the net. It's Bailey Simpson who forced it with the kill.
That was a bummer. That libero for popped that one back up perfectly. Put a dime up to her setter.
North Scott gets a little off kilter. They're not going to. Oh, whoa! This is still going. Now it's finally blown dead. Took a little while for the officials to get the call, but they did get it right. North Scott, a 4-hit call, and the Clippers have rattled off 3 in a row.
For a split second there, the Clippers panicked because they thought it was a 4 call. All of us thought it was a 4th call at either, but they did the right thing by keep playing the point until the whistle was blown.
Yep. That's the way you're supposed to do it, even if you feel you've been wrong. This one goes out. There was no touch from Moeller's swing. 4 in a row for Clear Creek-Amana, and Brian Schubert, the head coach of the Lancers, has seen enough. Clear Creek-Amana is trying to sail back into this one. They trail by 4 in set 1. See how this one continues when we come back on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena, the semifinal Wednesday of action here at the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau with Austin Oliver. I'm Daniel Versteg. North Scott had an 8-point lead just 4 points ago. And you can see what happened. Clear Creek-Amana has rattled off 4 in a row. And that tough serve receive and being unable to get in system has hurt the Lancers as of late.
Yeah, we'll see. Coach Schubert is definitely trying to ice the server here or calling up his best play to try to get out of this rotation.
Here's the set. And a swing into a block. What a great recovery from North Scott with Allen. Slide right into a block.
What a block.
Moeller and Kuhn are there for it. Moeller and Schrader combined for the block.
Yeah, Waters for the Clippers had run the slide, and the block was well set and was prepared and put that one straight down off the swing.
And here comes the serve from Michael. Long pass and a beauty. Clear Creek-Amana gets a big kill. It's Soraya Sherman. She was listed as a right side hitter coming into the tournament on the roster, but she looks comfortable on the outside as well. Serve will come from Behrens. And North Scott goes to the slide. This is recovered off the block. And if nothing else works, go to Moeller. It gets the Clippers out of system a bit. Lauer played up, and Moeller tries again and sends it through the block. North Scott gets to 20.
Yeah, she just swings so hard that it pops that block off of that seal of the net. She gets a lot of balls that just drop inside the block just by that by the strength at which she swings with.
Played deep. And it's over towards Simpson. Doug back over the net. Clippers have to respond. Henderson for the second touch. She knows that corner was vacated and took advantage. Clear Creek-Amana's within 4 as the Clippers try to rewrite a different story than how things went in 2023 when they came in 46-0, the undisputed number 1 team in Class 4A, and North Scott said, well, we'll be the judge of that. Beat them and then went on to win the state championship match. See if the Clippers have a different fate this year. Eller's trying to have something to say about that. This one's still alive. A free ball, though, for the Lancers, and Moeller missed it wide. What an effort by Behrens and Ronfeld to keep the point going.
That momentum starting to build here for the Clippers, just down 3. Rattled a few points off here and a few points there, and they're back into this game.
Each side still has a timeout to use. And that one's not coming back. It's Alyssa Schrader to get North Scott back on the right track. She's not done very much offensively for the Lancers this year. She's averaging under a kill per set, but comes up in a big way there for North Scott. Tri-champions of the Mississippi Athletic Conference. All 3 of those conference champions are here in Coralville this year. Pleasant Valley and Davenport Assumption. That one's tooled off the block. Kamila Eller puts the Lancers up 5.
Yeah, swung hard on that. Got a solid chunk of that block, and it drifted all the way to the far side and out of bounds.
Let's see what Ainsley Haight has in store now. Set over to Lauer. Power tip into the back corner, and Avery Lauer sides out the Lancers. And it will be Soraya Sherman, who had 2 aces against Sergeant Bluff Luton on Monday in that state quarterfinal, number 1 versus number 8. She could use a couple more here. North Scott retrieves it well. Lauer goes to work again and has back-to-back kills. That's one of those players, if you're North Scott, you cannot let Avery Lauer start heating up.
Yeah, you're probably looking at Coach Schubert waiting for one more point here before he uses that second timeout to get his team settled down, but see if they can fight out here on their own.
Slide shot going right into a block. All the way to Eller, has to tip it through. Dumped. Diving play. Moeller. Haight gets it back in play. Clippers can take advantage. Lauer. She's rejected. Back to Lauer. Good diving play by Moeller. Another block. Great front row play from both teams. Lauer for the 4th time, and that one gets down. Clear Creek-Amana's down by 2, but they were down by as much as 8 not too long ago. The serve by Sherman. Moeller can't drop it in. Lauer has 4 straight kills, and the Clippers trail by 1.
Coach Schubert's up on his feet there, but saves that timeout.
I assume if Clear Creek-Amana gets another one, that's probably going to pull the trigger on the timeout. Trying to drop it in the middle, and they do with Addison Allen getting the second touch drop down.
I was kind of trying to figure out why he didn't call a timeout, but I also looked down his lineup here, and there's a lot of seniors that are out on this lineup. So these girls are experienced. They know what they could do. They know probably what they were doing wrong. Coach doesn't necessarily need to tell them, but they took a deep breath and got the side out.
Clear Creek-Amana does use a timeout, though, after that North Scott side out with the Lancers up by 2. We'll take this timeout as well. I'll be back on the Girls Union Digital Network in just a moment, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, we are in the final few points of this Class 4A state semifinals first set of action, as North Scott is 2 points away from taking the early advantage on Clear Creek-Amana. With Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg, happy to be joining you on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Winner will get the winner of a match that's just about ready to start on the other court. That's Pella and Sioux Center. Clear Creek-Amana coming out of the timeout. Can't quite get the side out from Elizabeth Timmerman. There's Kamila Eller, and it's down. North Scott serves on set point.
Yeah, I don't know if we talk about it enough, but Moeller, we talk about her offense all the time, but as a 6-rotation player, she's already got 7 digs in the back row and helping her team just really get settled down. Really applaud that offensive player and their defensive contributions as well.
Lauer can't sneak one in. Going to the right side. Oh, it dropped in! And Adeline Johnson wins set 1 for North Scott, 25-21. And the Lancers have the early advantage. They'll take that huddle under the tunnel and get ready for set number 2 in just a moment. Stay tuned. You're watching live coverage of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Second set is underway in just a few minutes on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Back here to Extreme Arena in Coralville alongside Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you. Set number 1 goes the way of North Scott as the Lancers win it 25-21 over top-seeded Clear Creek-Amana in this Class 4A state semifinal. Let's see how they got it done. Taking a look at some of our stats. They're brought to you by Sioux Cup, and well, North Scott proved to be the better team defensively. You mentioned their back row play, Austin, and more efficient offensively, hitting nearly 300.
Yeah, it's pretty one-sided there to North Scott at set number one. I just want to call out Addison Allen with how many assists did she have? 13 assists.
Wow.
But she did a great job of, like I said earlier, getting the ball to people other than Moeller and letting them contribute to take off some of that pressure. She's got Eller at 4. She's got Johnson at 5. Got Kuhn at 3. Allen even there with a single kill as well. But has just taken some of the pressure off of Moeller in this first period, and that's going to pay dividends down the line here.
And also a credit, too, you mentioned 13 assists from Allen. We have 18 on the scoreboard. That's because Ainsley Haight, when they get out of system, she's got 4 assists as well, so that's able to make a little something for North Scott, even when it's not Allen doing the setting.
Yeah, 7 digs for Allen as well, so
yes.
She's contributing in a lot of different ways right now.
Well, it's a great first set for North Scott. See if Clear Creek-Amana's got a response. The Lancers serve first and nearly steal a point right out of the get-go. This one's out with no touch, and the Lancers score first.
Yeah, the run was a nice little run, but just a little overzealous on the power, sends it just out of the line there, but very, very close.
And then Addison Allen serves it out of play. So we trade points back and forth. And Avery Lauer goes back to the service line. Lauer, who outside of a 4-point stretch where she had all 4 points on kills, had just 2 kills outside of that the rest of the first set. Clear Creek-Amana could not get her the ball very much outside of a short time period. Thankfully, they're getting some help. Hayden Waters out of the middle gives the Clippers the lead.
Yeah, Waters was just patient with that middle set. Had enough time to just kind of look over the defense, saw that little pokes to the right was open, and she put it there, no problem.
Quick set, Allen, and that is out. There was no touch either, so North Scott gives up a point to the Clippers.
The Clippers kind of looked around like they may have touched it, but the referees did not see it if it did happen.
Now, certainly the slide to try and dig it might have given that away, but Clear Creek-Amana will take it as the tip goes into the back corner. Going over to Eller, who's been such a great weapon from that outside for North Scott. And here come the Lancers. Diving play, it's still up, sent back. This goes to Simpson again. Moeller trying to put an end to it, but Lauer digs her up. Who wants this one? It's finally taken by Johnson. North Scott back in control.
Yeah, they ran the fake with the quick middle. It froze that middle blocker, and she popped up with a little bit of tempo to the opposite hitter, and she's able to just take that one-on-one and just go right around that block.
This will be Reese Jackson to serve for North Scott, coming out of the great point back and forth. Here's Timmerman. Oh, and Jackson.
What a dig.
Doesn't just serve, she plays good defense. Simpson off high hands, and North Scott can use it. Johnson's kept up. It's Henderson. Lauer gets a pass off right into the double block. Johnson sets it up alongside Paige Kuhn, and we're tied. Front row's been really good today for North Scott. And the Lancers showing off again some of their height and some of their leaping ability. That one's way long from Jackson, and Clear Creek-Amana will have the serve with the lead. And they'll do so with their libero, Kendall Ronfelt. Sophomore. Playing a great libero for Clear Creek-Amana. She's all over that one. Simpson tools it off the block, and the Clippers go up by 2.
Yeah, I was patient with that set. Was able to identify where that block was at, and went off the right side for a nice tool for the kill.
Ronfelt serves. Once again. Johnson on the end line. She's taking over set 2.
Yeah, she's gone cross court quite a few times. She straightened that one down a little bit more towards the line that time, and there wasn't anybody even in the vicinity there to play defense on that one.
Isley Weinert to the service line. The junior serves it in the net. Fortunately, that's been kind of a bugaboo for Weinert this season. She has way more service errors than she does service aces. Trying to get a little too aggressive, and now Clear Creek-Amana is in control of the serve once again. They'll send Bella Behrens back there. So here's Behrens, and North Scott goes to work. It's off the block. Quick set. Simpson gets one off the touch, and the Clippers go up by 3.
Yeah, went off high hands that time, saw the block, and got the tip tops of the hands and bounced it right out of bounds.
Bailey Simpson is always so efficient and always knows what to do with whatever defense she faces, as an ace service dropped in by Bella Behrens. Of course, our aces are brought to you by Channel Seed, your local seed dealer. Visit channelseed.com today. Big point there for Clear Creek-Amana, and the Clippers lead by 4. Better serve receive that time, and Moeller tips it to the corner. Set down to the end line, and Sherman puts the Clippers up 5.
Clear Creek-Amana got things rolling right now. Biggest lead they've had so far in this match, 9-4, just exactly what they could have asked for here in game number 2.
An outstanding response to the way things ended in set 1. And now here comes North Scott. Oh, it's put down. Adeline Johnson goes back to work on the right side.
Johnson very impressed with her on that opposite. She's kind of littered that strike all different places across that back line. Really nice out of her.
She's really showing off her tools and her ability to go to any shot she needs to. Here's Michael with service. Oh, it's pushed through on the second ball. Moeller's got to flip over a free ball. That one's a tight pass. It gets sent through. Moeller puts it away. North Scott goes back-to-back. Neither side really was able to get much into their offense cleanly on that point. But Mackenzie Moeller knows what to do with it even when that situation arises. Long run. Oh, it's blocked back. We're going to try again. This time it's Simpson. And Bailey Simpson has been huge in this set for the Clippers.
Yeah, just a little flick of the wrist there. The set was in a perfect position, gave her an opportunity to do a lot of different things.
And she knows what to do with it once she gets it. She's hitting 400 coming into this state semifinal all season. That is remarkable. What a slide, and it's put away by Schrader.
Yeah, beautifully run, beautifully set. Sometimes that's one that can get a little contentious about where you get that ball, but she had it in the perfect position for her able to snap back on that circular route to the slide.
Now, all those hitters are so picky with where they want the ball.
Yeah.
Here's Simpson. Just long. Good read from Moeller in the back line to let it go long.
And here come the Lancers back into this game.
Yeah, if you thought that was going to be it for North Scott, you were sorely mistaken. This Lancer team, they just fight, and they never give up. Over to Lauer. Oh, right in the middle of the back row. Avery Lauer sneaks one back for Clear Creek-Amana. 7 kills, 8 digs for her. She is proven to be an outstanding front and back row player. Here's Sherman with the serve. That one's played tight, tipped over. Over to Lauer. And it's down. Back-to-back kills for Avery Lauer.
Now wondering if Lauer's kind of find a chink in that defense there. She seems to be splitting that back row. The libero's right there, but just it's out of her reach both of the times. She got a little bit more of a touch that time, but they'll probably make one more small adjustment to see if they can lock that down. But then we get an ace
Big ace serve for Clear Creek-Amana. That is Soraya Sherman with the Channel Seed ace serve. And things are going back Clear Creek-Amana's way. They've rattled off 3 in a row. 2 kills from Avery Lauer. Ace from Soraya Sherman. Nearly another one there. Moeller from downtown. Sides out. Clear Creek-Amana. Second team All-State pick last year for North Scott. Mackenzie Moeller, the senior, in some of her final matches in a North Scott uniform. Wanting to send the Lancers out the right way. That serves just long. Good read. And Clear Creek-Amana gets the quick side out. So we'll see the Clippers make a change as well. And that's brought to you by IMT Insurance, as Hayden Waters is into the front row for Clear Creek-Amana. And to the back service line is Emily Henderson. What a block. Clear Creek-Amana shuts down Kamila Eller. I'll say Timmerman was on the block at a timeout called by North Scott. Clear Creek-Amana's on a roll. That Clipper bench is fired up. They lead by 6 in set 2. You're watching a Class 4A state semifinal on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, and you're watching live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. We're midway through set 2 as Clear Creek-Amana is trying to tie this one up at a set apiece. The winner, of course, awaiting Sioux Center and Pella state semifinal. That is just midway through set 1 on the other court. And the Clippers will have service coming out of North Scott's first time out from Brian Schubert in set 2. He's the first-year head coach of North Scott after 6 years as the head honcho at Davenport Assumption. No touch on the back row attack from Moeller. And Clear Creek-Amana keeps it rolling.
Yeah, all the breaks going the way of the Clippers right now. Momentum definitely in their favor. North Scott's going to quickly run out of points to keep in this game, but they're going to start to look to get small moments of momentum to try to take into game 3 if they can.
That one's out with no touch from Eller. And again, everything is going Clear Creek-Amana's way. The Clippers are 8 away from the win with an 8-point lead. Trying to tie up the match and guarantee that this one's going 4. Emily Henderson, the serve. They're going for a slide again. That worked the last time. It works this time. Paige Kuhn puts it away.
Yeah, Kuhn about as athletic of a movement there as she could get. As she had to take a long couple steps there to get into position to get the kill on that one. Bounced it around a couple of defenders there and finally found the floor.
And now the outstanding setter, Addison Allen, third-team All-Stater last year. And here's Lauer from the right side, going sideline for the kill. Lauer makes it look so easy and effortless as she records her 9th kill to pair up with 8 digs. Serve will come from Lauer again. That one's way out, way poorly timed, and North Scott trails by 9. They are starting to face a set 2 loss. Can the Clippers keep their foot on the gas pedal? Set right, tipped. Oh, that's not a recovery. That one does get down. It's Kuhn once again.
Yeah, the block was there. They got a little tiny touch on it, but it stayed on their side of the court. They tried to quickly pop that one back up, but when they popped it back up, it sent it out of bounds at the same time.
So Reese Jackson will line up to serve. And Clear Creek-Amana Goes to Lauer again. That's going to be a tough scramble, and it's down finally for Avery Lauer, and the Clippers get to 20 first. Brian Schubert, head coach of the Lancers, he's going to use his second and final timeout of the set. It's all clear, Creek-Amana. Clippers are 5 away from tying the match at a set apiece. See how this one concludes when we come back on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Extreme Arena in Coralville. You're watching live coverage of the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy and the state volleyball tournament. With Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you. What's impressed you most from Clear Creek-Amana here in set 2?
Well, they just got back to what they know what they're doing best at. Passings got locked down. They're getting it to their hitters. They're spreading it around. Obviously, Lauer has been pretty dominant here in game number 2. She's paintbrushing all over the court right now with her kills.
She hasn't found a spot she hasn't loved. And Adeline Johnson continues to be the bright spot offensively for North Scott. And that gets her to double figures on kills. And North Scott will make an IMT insurance substitution. It's the first time we're seeing Sydney Soppy here today. The junior will go back to serve for North Scott. Just 3 ace serves heading into the state tournament all season. Trying to give Clear Creek-Amana a different look. That one goes cross court and finds the floor from Soraya Sherman.
Yeah, with that ball coming all the way across court, there's a lot of opportunity for you to take a look at that, to think that it's going to go out, but that one lit 2 or 3 tiles inside the zone there. But Libero or DS right there kind of looked at it like it was going to be going out of bounds, and it definitely did not happen.
Here's Behrens. And the Lancers go to Moeller. She puts it down. If you need a point, you got to go to All Reliable. Mackenzie Moeller gets one back.
It's really kind of the first time we've heard her name in quite a while here, so they're trying to get her back involved in the offense again. Johnson's been most of the point getter for the Lancers right now, but they need Moeller to get going again.
Ooh, a short serve. Clippers still get a good touch off of it. Going to the middle. Little overhead tip. Pushed back corner. Tough pass. Great job all the way around to keep it alive. Henderson over toward the right side. And here's Moeller with some English. Oh, it's still going. Now it's dead. Oh, that third touch could not quite be fished out of the net. North Scott is within 7.
Yeah, Lauer with some defense of her own chases that one down and got her team an opportunity. Just couldn't get enough of it to get it over.
Moeller's nearing double-double territory with 9 kills and 10 digs, and that's not what you need for North Scott. A short serve into the net from Michael. So Bailey Simpson will line up to serve. Played toward Moeller. And it's off the touch. Mackenzie Moeller now has a double-double, 10 kills, 10 digs.
Yeah, just 3 side outs here for the Clippers needed to get out of this second game. So like I said earlier, this is going to be an opportunity for the Lancers to try to gain a little bit of momentum. May still lose game number 2 here, but this is exactly what they needed, is just to string together a few sets of points there to get themselves some confidence going into the tail end of this game and early next game.
Great way to get that momentum back with a channel seed ace from Mackenzie Moeller. She'll try and dial up another one. Set over toward Lauer and sent wide and out. North Scott starting to build something back as they cut it down to 5. Now this is kind of what you need from North Scott. You need a few runs. Don't need to get it all back at once. You still have a little cushion, but that doesn't help the cause. Moeller sends it over and out. Clear Creek-Amana is 2 away from a set 2 win. The serve will come from Sherman. And here comes North Scott. The slide right. A little scramble. Clippers send it over. Back row. Moeller. That one's way into the camera area.
Yeah, North Scott did a nice job of running the slide action, so it drew the middle hitter or the middle blocker and got the left side blocker a little bit concerned, and then they tossed it up to the middle in the back row and able to put that big shot away.
Clippers trying to get to set point, and Lauer gets the job done. Clippers will have set point, and they'll have it for quite a while as well. They'll send their setter back to serve, Emily Henderson. Over 2,000 career assists at Clear Creek-Amana. She's been running the offense for quite a while. Can she sneak an ace? Not quite. Eller trying to keep the Lancers in it. Lauer still gets a good swing on that one. Here's Moeller. Oh, with a soft touch. Back to Lauer. Moeller tries again from long range. Let the big dog eat here. Simpson just long from the back line as well. North Scott gets the first step, but now needs 5 more to go their way. And in case you're curious, the cheering you hear, Sioux Center takes set 1 over Pella in the other semifinal. Oh, that goes down! An ace serve from Addison Allen, brought to you by Channel Seed. And Clear Creek-Amana wants a timeout just to shut down any momentum the Lancers feel they're getting. We'll take the timeout as well, see if Clear Creek-Amana can finish off set 1 when we return on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
We're back to Extreme Arena in Coralville with Austin Oliver. I'm Daniel Versteg. Clear Creek-Amana has already tried to win this set on 2 consecutive points, but North Scott has had something to say about it. And the Lancers will serve it up with Clear Creek-Amana a side out away from tying the match at 1 set apiece. Prior to that timeout, it was an Addison Allen ace serve. She'll try and dial in another one. She does! It's back-to-back ace serves for Addison Allen coming out of the channels or the timeout. It's a Channel Seed ace.
Dana very prophetic there of calling that ace before it even happened.
Well, a blind squirrel finds a nut. That's what I like to say. Short serve, here we go. Clear Creek-Amana needs the side out. Tipped by Lauer, and she drops it in off the block. And Clear Creek-Amana ties things up going into set 3. We're guaranteed to see 4 in this state semifinal. More volleyball is plenty all right with us. Stick around. We've got more of this semifinal matchup. Set 3 is coming your way when you return on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here.
Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah. Come on. Best bake sale ever.
Oh, yeah. Let's dig in.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Back here to Extreme Arena in Coralville. You're watching live coverage of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. With the history of these two teams, it's no surprise that we're guaranteed to see at least 4 sets between North Scott and Clear Creek-Amana. Third time in the last 4 years that these two have squared off in a state semifinal. And let's see how we got to this point in set number 3. Here's our Sioux Cup stats. And, well, right away you can tell Clear Creek-Amana was much better offensively. They bring that efficiency up to 200. Slowed down North Scott a bit. And they did so with some great defense in the back row as well.
Yep, leveled out a little bit on all these stats, much closer than we saw in set number 1. Still good hitting percentages for both teams, decent hitting percentages for both teams. Yeah, looks like a 1-1 game right there statistically as well.
Yeah, that's one of those where stats can really tell the whole story. And they tell us that we're in for a good one, potentially a longer match, but very competitive as well between North Scott and Clear Creek-Amana. Again, the Clippers are trying to avenge how things ended to North Scott in 2023 when the Clippers were number 1 ranked, undefeated, and North Scott knocked them out in the semifinal round to eventually go on to win the championship. And Moeller gets set 3 started off right for North Scott. Well, back row off speed for Mackenzie Moeller. This third set proves so crucial. Who's going to take the advantage going into the 4th set? Who will have a chance to win the match in set 4? This serve is just short, and Clear Creek-Amana gets back on serve. So Kendall Ronfelt, the Clipper libero, he'll take over things. Played deep. And they're going right, tipped over. To the back row, Lauer. Still alive. Moeller wants to try it from there, and she finds the floor. It's North Scott up early.
Moeller said, Lauer, I see what you did there. I could do a little bit better there, but a great dig on the North Scott side led to the opportunity to run that back row attack.
I still contend we've got 2 of the best hitters in the state of Iowa going at it right here in a semifinal. Avery Lauer, Mackenzie Moeller. They are studs. Simpson gets one back for the Clippers. The other thing, too, is they've got such a great supporting cast that has come up to show out well today. Bella Behrens, she'll have the service for Clear Creek-Amana. And the Lancers go to work. Oh, what a swing by Moeller. Flips it over her head, and the Lancers have serve.
Yeah, just take an opportunity to look over. We talked about Moeller's defense, but Lower's out there with 12 kills, 10 digs as well.
Yes.
So she's a 6 rotation player as well. So I feel like I got to call out her defensive contribution as well as we send a serve long there. That's been a killer there for North Scott here.
Yeah, 2 double-doubles for these 2 outstanding hitters, 6 rotation players that can do everything. They're real Swiss Army knives for these 2 teams. Who's going to score on serve? We got to figure that out here in set 3. We've traded side outs. This one's still up. Oh, it's blocked, and the Clippers get the first point on serve with Sherman and Lauer. Clippers have an early lead, and they get it on serve. See if Bailey Simpson can continue serving up a few points. Blocked at the net. Send it over once again. This one drops in. It's Mackenzie Moeller, and you're starting to see After the supporting cast had some good first 2 sets, the stars are really shining now.
Yeah, it just doesn't really matter where that set's going to go for Moeller. She does a nice job of making the adjustment and still getting a nice swing on it no matter where that ball's at.
Now here comes the serve. This is Addison Michael. Dumped down on the second ball. Henderson has something to say about that.
Yeah, she says, don't forget about me. I can contribute here as well. Been divvying that ball up and takes it upon herself to get one for her team.
22 assists, add 3 kills on top of that as well for Henderson. Set toward Moeller, and it's down. Mackenzie Moeller is continuing to take over set number 3. She's been getting every single pass, it feels like, and she's done an outstanding job with it. Set to the back row, and tipped over. Going right. We'll go over to Lauer. This one's going to Eller this time, and she drops one in. I thought we would see Moeller again, but Kamila Eller stamps one. The Lancers trying to get on a roll of their own, similar to how they did in set 1. Lauer unable to get it down. Here comes Eller. Back-to-back kills for the junior Kamila Eller.
Yeah, Eller was patient on that set, let it go past the block, and then was able to snap the wrist down the line. Nobody there for it. Beautiful little set of patience that she exhibited there as watching that set go past the block.
Oh, they try for the second ball, and Henderson gets it down. Now she's starting to get really aggressive, and that's when a setter's really fun to watch.
Yeah, a little unorthodox and probably not the way she probably would have wanted to do it, but it was effective. Get the point. And then we have every middle schooler's favorite score here, 6-7. A bunch of kids are laughing, giggling to themselves right now.
There were teams chanting it back and forth to each other a couple of days ago. It's taken over volleyball now. Down the sideline. And Alyssa Schrader is able to get one back for the Lancers. 6'8" just doesn't really have the ring to it.
No.
Here's Haight with the serve. Uh-oh, we are out of system for Clear Creek-Amana and North Scott. Oh, this is a big block from Lauer. Sent it over. Who else but Lauer? She goes wide, just missing the swing. Lancers up 3.
This is kind of the answer that the Lancers were looking for here in game number 2, or game number 3. Coming off of game number 2 is what I meant to say there. This is exactly what they were hoping for. Get a little bit of a lead here that it's hard to build on.
Well, they can't get that down from Waters. Moeller. Absolute long-range attack. Going down net line. Oh, what a nice swing there by Timmerman. And a different-looking shot for the Clippers. Trying to sneak it into that short corner and did so well. Here's Avery Lauer. She's back to the service line. Set over to Eller. Blocked. And the Clipper front row makes a statement.
Yeah, Timmerman and Waters had a nice seal, set up the block effectively on that cross angle shot there. That's going to be Timmerman that's making the decision on where that block sets. She set it on angle and made the right choice.
And that gets down eventually for Moeller. North Scott gets to double figures. They are really making a concerted effort to get it to Mackenzie Moeller. She's got to have 4 or 5 kills in this set alone. 17 for the match to go along with 11 digs for Mackenzie Moeller. Clear Creek-Amana tries to get one back, and Lauer to the back corner. The tip sent right back. Here's Moeller from the spike line. And Clear Creek-Amana goes back toward the outside. They want Eller that time. She is dug up. Oh, the dig by Haight is sent right back from Waters.
Yeah, Waters had 2 balls pop up to her right in a row, and she's able to put the second one away.
Kendall Ronfeld. It's back to serve for Clear Creek-Amana, and the Lancers set it into the block. It is denied by Bailey Simpson and Soraya Sherman. And just like that, we're tied.
Yep, they've seen that slide enough so far this match. They were ready for it. When that motion started, they got the block up perfectly, pushed it back over to the Lancer side.
Oh, great effort. Clippers send a free ball. And Lauer wants it. A little miscommunication initially. Johnson rejected. They'll try it again. It's covered up. Lauer from the back row. Oh, the Lancers clean up the floor. Sent around the block to Eller. Denied. Did not hit the pin. Can you believe this point? It's off the block and down. Simpson finally wins it.
I think everybody got visibly tired on that ball, on that play as it progressed. 16 Simpson, when she finally got that ball over, actually breathed a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, they're breathing multiple sighs of relief just to get their breath back here after that one. Moeller, the roll shot, and you wouldn't know anything different with how the Clippers laid out for that point, but it's North Scott to win it anyway. Paige Kuhn ties it back up.
I think that was actually Sherman on the outside of that last one that finally got the kill on that one. That was my bad. I think I said Simpson. Some of the numbers are hard to read up here, but
serve will come from North Scott. This will be Jackson. And here's the tip. It's rejected. Johnson pairs with Kuhn, and the Lancers take the lead. And as of right now in the other semifinal, it's all Sioux Center. The Warriors took the first set over Pella, and they're up big in the second as well. Sioux Center's trying to make a big name and secure a spot in tomorrow's championship. Block to the net. Who's going to join them? We got to figure that out over here. That one's put down from Moeller, and North Scott trying to maybe pull away midway through this set. And now head coach Jackie Clubb in Clear Creek-Amana says we're going to wait one more to call a timeout.
Lancers need to keep this serve in.
Yeah, you can't give them a free out. Long pass. Oh, nice. Johnson tools it down. North Scott on a 4-point run forces Clear Creek-Amana into the first time out of the set. The Lancers lead this third and crucial set. Back with more state tournament volleyball in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And we're back to Extreme Arena in Coralville, the site of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. It is the fourth straight year that this facility has hosted this great state tournament event. Alongside Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you as North Scott has a 3-point lead on Clear Creek-Amana in set three, trying to take the lead into set 4. And the Lancers, they're getting some great things going even when it doesn't look conventional.
Yeah, we were talking in the break. Both teams are very, very good out of system. The setters are strong. The passers get the ball up. A lot of different people have stepped up and taken sets.
Oh, this one
Here we are.
still
once
goes.
Again, yep, all out of system balls here.
Just like we talked about, and a big block recovers things for Clear Creek-Amana. It's Waters and Simpson getting the side out. It's almost, dare I say, it's almost more fun to watch them out of system just because they're so good at keeping these points alive. So here's Bella Behrens to serve. And Clear Creek-Amana keeps it alive. Rolls it over. Oh, it's sent right back. Superwoman comes in with Jackson. Blocked to the net. This is a free ball. Going to Johnson. And it's out on the tool. And North Scott sides out the Clippers right away.
Kind of an optical illusion as that ball went off the block. It came towards us here, Daniel. I wasn't sure if it was going in or out. It looked like it was going completely in and then drifted completely out.
And just had enough spin to kind of stay floating on the sideline. This one's played over. This is Sydney Soppy on the serve. Sent right back. Soppy dives. Can't get it down. This is Simpson who gets one back for the Clippers. And Soppy will be checked out with a quick IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Bailey Simpson with serve. And here comes North Scott. Oh, what a powerful swing from Johnson, and the Lancers lead by 3.
Yeah, last couple points, they finally got some sets back into Johnson, and she's delivered 2 straight points there.
Adeline Johnson, Mackenzie Moeller have been 2 great options for Addison Allen. It's why she's got 35 assists, and we still have quite a ways to go in set 3. Deep serve. Going to Lauer. Haight comes flying in. Moeller doesn't have the touch to get it down. Lauer's long on the swing. North Scott starting to pull away a bit. Does Clear Creek-Amana have something to rein them back in just a bit? And the serve will come from Michael. Second ball. Tight to the net, a joust. Allen goes to Moeller, just wide, no touch. And Clear Creek-Amana with the side out. So this will be Soraya Sherman, the senior, trying to serve the Lancers maybe out of system in this way to get a little advantage going. Slide right, popped off the block. Lauer. Haight is there. Oh, a bad set. Nobody was over there. Some miscommunication, and Clear Creek-Amana will take advantage. And you saw Addison Allen tap her chest and say, yep, that's my bad. So that'll be Sherman who will serve again. Moeller the tip, and another diving play. Behrens kept it up, and it's tooled off the block out of the back row. Bailey Simpson finds the floor. That will force a North Scott timeout. 3 in a row for the Clippers. They're within 1 here in set 3. Stay tuned. More state volleyball actions coming your way in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Clear Creek-Amana has pulled it within 1 after trailing by 4 to 5 points for a good chunk of set 3. And we're trying to figure out who will have the advantage going into the 4th set with Austin Oliver. Daniel Versteg with you. Happy to be joining you on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. So, Clear Creek-Amana a chance to serve for the time. And they'll do so with Soraya Sherman. She's served up a few points here in a row, forcing the North Scott timeout. See what she's got in store here. Tight pass. Tough to do anything with, but Mueller makes something out of it, and the Lancers go up 2.
Yeah, I think it was purposely. Oh, they're going to give it.
Oh.
They call it. What do they call there? Called a net violation. She held up 3 fingers, so I think she called it on.
Mueller. Yeah. Or maybe that she crossed the line underneath it. That could be as well. That is tough for North Scott, and the Clippers tie it up on that. Mueller. That hangs on the net. They'll go back to Mueller. She's blocked. Pushed over. And the Clippers trying for the lead. Oh, it's dug over and down! Oh, can you believe it? Reese Jackson gets the point.
And Lauer whipped that one down the line, and Jackson just stood tall, got her platform out, sent it over, and it just lit on the other court.
Nobody's cooler on that North Scott bench right now than Reese Jackson after checking out. Set over the middle, tip. It's played back corner. Long pass over to Eller. Here comes Lauer. Where North Scott's all over her right now. Just long from Eller, and we're tied again. Big swings on these quick points back and forth as Creek-Amana makes an IMT insurance substitution. And it'll be the setter and Emily Henderson back to serve. Set back row, Moeller dug up. They're going right and kind of mishit that one. Goes out of bounds. North Scott has the lead back.
Yeah, I think she was trying to go down the line. It was a good idea, but just execution-wise wasn't able to keep it in. Well, one of the teams is going to need to go on a run here to get this one closed out. It could be either team here, just a 1-point difference between the two.
Lauer coming back. Oh, and then denial right back into the face of Kuhn. Clear Creek-Amana gets a big block from Waters. Oh, this is a really big point in the set. Each side only with one timeout left. Moeller going from long range. It's off the block, and the Lancers are the first to 20. Late in set 3. Who's got what it takes to finish this one off? Take the advantage going into the 4th. Set over toward the outside. It's long. Bailey Simpson sends it out. The Clipper deficit is 2. So North Scott will continue the service with Addison Allen. Just long. Big bailout for Clear Creek-Amana, and the Clippers have to capitalize. And they'll do so with Ron Feld, the sophomore libero. Off balance attack. Sent over. Here come the Lancers. Eller, long, with a touch. They called a touch on the block, and the Lancers lead by 2.
Yeah, initially I thought there was a touch, but nobody seemed to react there, and it was a kind of a late call. Was it the up ref that called that?
It was this near line judge here,
okay.
The one on our camera shot. She called the touch, and Brian Schubert, the head coach of the Lancers, wanted to make sure his substitution was okay, and now Clear Creek-Amana head coach Jackie Clubb wants a timeout. North Scott's 3 points away from taking a 2-1 lead to see if they can finish it off when we return on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people. who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, set number 3 could be coming to a exciting end as North Scott leads it by 2. Alongside Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you. It's been a fun battle, and it's one that, Clear Creek-Amana has probably got to find a way to get on top of, hence the second timeout.
Yeah, try to stop the bleeding here. Missed serves are going to become really important right here. We cannot have those. We just had one for North Scott just a second ago.
So Lancers get that one in, and they're going to the outside. That was blocked into the antenna, and Soraya Sherman finds the point for Clear Creek-Amana. Big side out for the Clippers.
And if you're North Scott, all you're doing is trying to play side out volleyball right now. You had a 2-point lead, still have a 1-point lead. You're just going to try to side out. If you have to side out again and again, you can still win this game. So it's an important point for them to stay in control.
Can't get the side out back their way.
Sherman, nice job.
Tools it off the block. We're tied. There was also a Lancer in the net as well, and we're going to get a timeout. We'll keep it here. It's the 4th and final timeout of this set. One for either side. Either side's out of timeouts. All right, so now that these two teams have kind of played their cards, it's on the players to figure it out. What do you if you're Clear Creek-Amana, you got to be feeling pretty good about how things have gone your way the last few points.
I think so. And on the North Scott side, they're going to be looking at just getting a solid pass to their setter. They're effective when they're in system. Both teams are super effective when they're in system. But like I said, you're just trying to play side-out volleyball right now, trying to get a termination on this first ball to get out of it. But both teams play scrappy defense. The heart is there on both sides. This is a really nice matchup that we have with this number 1 and number 5 teams here coming into today's game.
Can you tell they played each other here at the state tournament? Yep. Oh man, they play like they're conference rivals, but they are far from it, and they just seem to always secure a spot here at Coralville and Extreme Arena. Who's going to take the first advantage? Clear Creek-Amana will have something to say about it. That's into the nets. North Scott, the first advantage. Lancers are 2 away from taking the lead, heading into the 4th. And now it'll be Sydney Soppy again, who's started checking in the serving rotation midway through set 2 and has kind of stayed in that rotation for North Scott. She's got a good serve. Tries to get the Clippers out of whack a bit. Oh, Soppy couldn't control that swing. It is a kill from Bailey Simpson. So we are tied at 23. And now it's the first to a 2-point lead. Serve will come from Simpson once again. And Clear Creek-Amana trying to get it to set point. To Moeller. It's down. North Scott has set point first here in the 3rd.
Now the block was there, but it just didn't go up. They didn't go up at the same time, so it was a little disheveled, and Moeller was able to find that little chink in that block armor and was able to get it through.
Again, no timeouts left in play, so this one has to go to its conclusion. Addison Michael, a deep serve.
Good save there by the setter.
Yeah, that's an impressive pass. Here's Moeller. Oh, this is going to be a long run, and Moeller wins set 3 for North Scott. The Lancers have the advantage and can win it in set 4. Now that 4th set will be coming your way in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. This state semifinal continues when you return on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
It's Frank. Frank, Mr. Frank. And just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
We're back to Extreme Arena in Coralville as this Class 4A state semifinal continues. North Scott finished things off in set number 3 and takes the advantage going into the 4th and now potentially decisive set of this match. With Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteeg with you. Here's how things look at our box score and our Sioux Cup stats, where North Scott was able to do just enough at the end to finish off the 3rd set with a victory.
Yeah, it seems like they should be a little bit more even there with statistics, but like you said, sometimes they do tell a story and sometimes they don't. Obviously, things are weighted towards North Scott in most of these categories, but I mean, Creek-Amana is 2 points away from being up 2-1 right now as well. So I think aces are pretty even. I think Clear Creek had an advantage on that early in the game, but North Scott got it back together. Blocks are pretty even as well. I would have expected that to be a little bit more weighted over to the Clippers, but it's anybody's game here. And can North Scott just ride the momentum in game number 4 here they got in game number 3 and take this home, or are the Clippers going to step in and take this one to 5?
Yeah, that's the big question, because they could not quite ride the momentum to a win in the second set. They gave up one to Clear Creek-Amana there, hence why this one is going 4. And the Clippers are trying to see if they can avoid the same fate as they had when they were the number 1 seed and played North Scott in a semifinal 2 years ago. They were 46-0 and lost to North Scott in a state semifinal. The Lancers went on to beat them and Indianola in the championship to claim the title. Here we go. Who will represent Class 4A in the state chipper? Clear Creek-Amana goes to the back row first. Oh, miscommunication. Nobody went for it. North Scott with the first mark on the score sheet.
Yeah, everybody moved toward it, but nobody finished it up there as they all kind of looked at each other as the ball fell. Not the start they were looking for.
Big point right away for the Lancers. They play that one deep. You can't let that affect you if you're Clear Creek-Amana. Got to get back to work. Lauer's on the outside. Oh, man, what a dig. Jackson paid the price for it. Dumped over. This one's still going. Moeller can't get it down. Lauer again. Moeller's all over it. She's such a good defensive player, too. And there's Lauer showing off her defense as well. Sent deep and back and down for Hayden Waters. And Clear Creek-Amana has their first point, and now they do have to check on Jackson, who took a bit of a face plant when she dove for one of those attacks earlier.
Yeah, I think it was the first one where she got that ball up. It went down hard, but she's got some little bit of blood there. I think maybe her lips maybe are bleeding, or maybe a tooth through the lip on the inside.
Yeah, that's what you worry about most. Obviously the hard hit when your head hits the ground, but when you also have your teeth clench and you bite your lip, bite your tongue, that's tough as well. So she's got to check out. And Kamila Eller checks in for her. She's really only been playing in the front row most of this rotation. Now goes onto the back row. And they were just making sure as well that there was no residual blood on the court that they had to clean up. And we'll play on here in set 4. Toward the right side. Long run there for Henderson to keep it up. Oh, this is still going. It's tipped. Oh, what a dig by Allen. Tipped wide. No touch.
No touch.
Just out from Moeller. Clear Creek-Amana has the lead. Set 4. Trails the match. 2-1. Down from Moeller. No doubt about that one, and we're tied at 2.
I'm trying to keep an eye over there on Jackson. I think it might be her chin that might have popped open a little bit there. Or Haight, I'm sorry. Who is that?
No, it is Johnson.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Okay. As soon as I said that, I kind of second-guessed myself there. But
Reese Jackson is the one being looked at, and they've got multiple trainers taking a look at her on the bench. This is sent right back. And here comes Moeller. Set back toward the outside, right back. Moeller tries again, way too long, and the distance to the net, and sends it short for the error. Clear Creek-Amana with a 1-point lead as they make an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can worry free with IMT at imtins.com. Kendall Ronfeld. Taken nicely in the back row by Eller. Flipped over. Here comes Lauer. Still up. Set right. Johnson. Block back. Good recovery. Eller sets up Moeller. And now Lauer from long range. Oh, what a back and forth. Just wide from Avery Lauer. Again, North Scott has the advantage, a chance to win it here in set 4. And again, knock out Clear Creek-Amana in a state semifinal. Something they would have done, if they get it done, twice in 3 years. Just wide. What a read from Simpson. Waited late, and the ball goes out.
Yeah, she wanted to pass that one, but at the last second gave it up.
Again, the winner is awaiting the winner of Sioux Center or Pella. That one might be a sweep. Sioux Center's up in set 3, leading it 2-0. What a statement that'd be from the Warriors. But here comes North Scott. That's just long with no touch. And Clear Creek-Amana goes up 2. Tough call, very close, both at the net and on the line. And Barons will have serve. Oh, played way late.
Wow.
Just down. What an adjustment by Moeller.
Roll cross-court shot, just beautiful. I don't think she's pulled that one out today so far. She'd hit some cross-court shots at heavy angle, but the roll shot on that angle was pretty impressive.
You got to go pretty deep in your bag to be able to be successful here at the state tournament, and Moeller, she's got a deep bag at that. This one's out. North Scott ties it up in set number 4. The other thing about that attack is there's really only a handful of hitters that can effectively hit that shot.
Yeah, you just don't see it very often, so it's tough to react to for a defense.
Mishandled. And Lauer still will get a competitive swing off of it. Quick set. That's all covered up by Ronfeld. Lauer from long range gives the Clippers a lead.
Had a triple block up on her too, and she was still able to tool it off the edge of the block.
Now, if there's any way to show a hitter the respect you have for her as a competitor, you stick 3 up on the front line. And if she can still get around it, you just tip your cap. Off the block, Kamila Eller, who's swinging in a big way from the outside.
Yeah, something we haven't really touched on today. We touched on in between one of the games there. 5'4" is the height of Eller there. So just impressive as a state champion, state tournament level hitter down here this weekend at 5'4" is impressive.
And North Scott pairs that Eller kill up with an ace serve from Ainsley Haight. It's brought to you by Channel Seed. Yeah, normally to be a successful hitter here at state, you got to be at minimum 5'9", 5'10". 5'4" is unreal. A little joust, and the Clippers were in the net. North Scott takes a 2-point lead. Haight, the libero, will continue the service as North Scott looks to get to another state championship match. It'd be their second in 3 years. Tipped over. And here come the Lancers. Over to Eller. Who wants this one? That one's played up by Simpson. And done so with a double touch.
Yeah, that's a double we've been talking about from game one. The last little point that I didn't get to make in that last timeout when we talked about it before was, taking that double away and shot one or two on the side takes away some of the ambiguity. Some referee would call it one way, another referee would call it another. So that's the main reason that they got rid of that and just went to that over the net. There's a good block for the Lancers. Opportunity in system here.
Oh, that does get played over. Allen going to Eller again. It's down! North Scott's up 4. And the Clippers have to talk things over. North Scott with a big advantage in a potentially game-winning set number 4. We'll stay tuned for more in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, the Lancers kind of weathered a little early run from Clear Creek-Amana, going back and forth, and now they've rattled off a nice run to take a 4-point lead. And Clear Creek-Amana needs to find an answer.
Yeah, it's this little run that Lancers have gets to be a dangerous situation for Clear Creek because you can't let this get out of hand. This rally scoring these. It's hard to sometimes come back. It's easy to come back from these small ones, but the big ones, it really makes it hard to make a comeback. Not that you can't do it, but it makes it very, very hard on the team.
Oh, that's an ace serve from Ainsley Haight, and it's brought to you by Channel Seed. That's an impressive way to get back the control out of your opponent's timeout. Deep and out. What a read by Behrens to get the side out.
She did everything but pass that ball there at the very end. Pulled off right at the last split second to save the service error from going out.
Here's Sherman's serve. Going to the slide again. The Clippers have been all over that lately, and they get another block up on it to deny the movement from North Scott's front row.
Well, this is the response the Clippers were looking for, trying to get back into this game. Down to 3 points is this lead, and they'll want to try to chip away a little bit more here before they get a side out if they can.
Trying to force a 5th set in this best of 5. Eller, big swing, bigger block, back-to-back denials. It's Henderson and Timmerman. And Clear Creek-Amana is within 2 after going down 11-6 at one point. Here comes the serve. And it's Eller. Flipping it over. There was a Clipper in the net. North Scott gets a crucial side out. Lancers Bring in some reinforcements in the front row as Adeline Johnson takes over with an IMT insurance substitution. Sent deep, pushed over into the corner. Henderson with great court awareness steals one back for the Clippers. And just like that on the other court, Sioux Center sweeps Pella. The Warriors are your first 4A finalist. And the game that started before them still has to figure out its finalist participant. Here comes a serve from Emily Henderson. That one is going to get down as the Clippers go crashing into the media area. North Scott is up by 3.
What a strong statement by Johnson. Was typically that opposite hitter, ran out of the middle there and had no problems switching up the angles there and making it work for her.
Serve comes, and the pass tipped over. Can North Scott add to their lead? It's in! Moeller finds some paint, and the Lancers are up by 4. What a swing. Tight angle. Tough target to hit.
Block was there.
Yeah.
And then
it's an ace. What an ace serve from Kamila Eller, brought to you by Channel Seed.
So that chunk that the Clippers had taken out of the lead of the Lancers is right back up there again as they lengthen that, or get that lead back up to 5. Not close to where they were at before, but maybe here in a second.
Oh, that's trouble as well. They keep it alive. Free ball for the Lancers, and Johnson missed it just long. Clear Creek-Amana survives that point. So it will be Avery Lauer to serve. Played up tight to the net, sent over, a little scramble. They're going to get
net
an illegal back row attack, it looked like.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, played right over the net, or over the net line anyway. And so, Clear Creek-Amana gets a point back their way. And that's Lauer. Here comes North Scott on the counter. Johnson just wide, going cross court. The Clippers are within 2. Coach Brian Schubert for North Scott. He's keeping his timeouts fully stocked for just a little longer. Lauer serve. Oh, great job getting underneath it from Eller. From long range, Lauer puts it down. The Clippers are within 1. And North Scott head coach Brian Schubert will use his first of 2 timeouts. The Clippers are back in it in a must-win 4th set. They trail by 1 and trail the match by 1 set. We're back with more state tournament volleyball in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Oh, Clear Creek-Amana has gotten to work. They've scored 4 in a row. And this deficit is trimmed to 1 here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, with Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteeg with you. As this state semifinal continues into the 4th set, and the one that started about 25 to 30 minutes after it is already done. Sioux Center sweeps Pella 3-0. The Warriors are onto the state championship match, moving up a class from 3A to 4A. So here comes the serve from Avery Lauer. And North Scott gets a big kill from Moeller, powers it off the block.
Yeah, I'm sure that timeout consisted of Moeller saying, get me the ball, I'm going to put it down, and she did exactly that.
Just stupid numbers on the scoreboard. 24 kills, 15 digs. Moeller had 27 kills and just 7 digs on Monday against Dallas Center Grimes. That one's just long. That's Isley Weinert on the serve error. Clear Creek-Amana gets the side out back. So it'll be Ron Felt to serve for Clear Creek-Amana. Would love to get this one and tie it up if you're Clear Creek-Amana. Henderson keeps it going. Off the block, Sherman. Can't put it away. Moeller down the sideline, and a great diving play by Lauer. Go to the right side, Johnson blocked, and it gets back. It's Simpson and Sherman, and we are tied.
Yeah, Lauer, a great defensive play over there for the Clippers. Kept that in play. Fully extended her body there to pop that one up.
Ron Felt will serve for the lead. Tight pass. They got to tip it over. Off the block, Simpson gives the Clippers the advantage. Each side still with a timeout to use here in set number 4. These two have played some classics at state. This is another one as Ron Felt goes long, and North Scott ties it back up. Again, we already know who's going to play the winner of this one. Sioux Center is awaiting the winner. And that state championship plays tomorrow afternoon around the same time. It's down, and a kill for Sherman puts the Clippers back in front. Boy, this is some tremendous volleyball from two teams trying to give it their all. They've each split state tournament matchups before. Clear Creek-Amana got the Lancers in 2022. North Scott got the Clippers in 23. Bit of a rubber match, if you will. Moeller just wide. Clear Creek-Amana's up by 2.
Clippers are riding some momentum right now. Schubert kind of glanced at maybe taking a timeout there, but it's going to let them play on.
Short serve. Back row for Eller. Boy, that was a really good swing still. It's put down. Sherman with authority.
She's had 2 huge swings here in the kind of the penultimate points of this game here in game number 4, and Coach Schubert calls a timeout.
Big timeout. Clear Creek-Amana trying to force set 5. We'll see if they can get it done when we return on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Clear Creek-Amana is back on top, trying to force set number 5 in this crucial state semifinal matchup. Alongside Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you. What's impressed you most from the Clippers here the last few points?
Well, I just think they've gotten the ball to the hot hand, and right now that hot hand is 16 Sherman, or 15 Sherman. Yep. Looks like 16 from our angle up here, but 15 Sherman, and she has just definitely delivered.
North Scott needs an answer. Set over to Moeller, and that is a reliable hot hand for the Lancers. Her 26th kill is a big side out.
Well, that pulls Moeller back to the servicing line and also in the back row, so that changes the kind of the dynamics of the hitters here for the Lancers.
Oh, a great serve. Somehow played up and down. It's Simpson who gets one back.
She's quietly worked her way to 11 kills here in the match as well from the opposite side.
So many players. I don't know who's going to be able to stand out enough for the player of the game that they've picked here throughout the state tournament. I'm eager to find out, just like you might be watching us. Simpson, the serve, and over to Eller. Rolls it off the block, going to Lauer. It's set to Eller again, and that's out. No touch. Clippers up by 4. The Clippers are 3 points away from sending us to a 5th and decisive set. Serve sent over. There's a set to the back row. Moeller, the roll shot, flip back over. They'll go to Eller this time. Denied! A big block from Henderson and Sherman. Clippers go up by 5.
Yeah, Sherman doing a little bit of everything right now.
Well, it is fun to watch these two teams go at it, and we might get another set to see them duke it out. Back set, the slide. The Clippers have it right again. Lauer and Sherman deny the slide. It's set point CCA. North Scott had success with that throughout the first 2 sets, but Clear Creek-Amana has shut it down since. Here's Simpson to serve. It's set to Moeller, back row. Clear Creek-Amana can force 5. We're still going. Over to Eller. Long run for Henderson. Long range attack from Simpson. Quick set. Through the block. Dumped over. And Haight gets to it. Just long. We are going 5. The first and the third to North Scott. Second and fourth to Clear Creek-Amana. And now it's the 1st to 15. We'll play in tomorrow's state championship match. Stay tuned. More of this one's coming your way in just a moment on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I hope you can feel the energy with us, because this has been a phenomenal matchup in a state semifinal. Clear Creek-Amana takes set number 4 and is forcing a 5th set to determine who will play Sioux Center in the state championship match coming up tomorrow. With Austin Oliver, Daniel Versteg with you. And let's take a look at how things have gone with our Sioux Cup stats once again. And, well, the numbers are pretty even, so again, that kind of suggests that this one's going 5.
Yeah, it's a little still skewed a little bit to the Lancers, maybe from one game that was a little bit skewed, but most of these scores have been pretty close.
Right.
So I would have expected it to maybe be a little bit tighter, but yeah, I think this is anybody's game here on game number 5. We're just going to 15. Most coaching staffs will break these 15-point games into little 5-point mini games. You try to be the first to 5, the first to 10, and then let it play out from there. I think both of these teams are great with momentum, so I think the first 5 points is probably going to tell us a lot about maybe where this is going to be going, because both teams have played well in that 15 to 25 range there, and it's kind of gone back and forth, but I will be surprised to see who gets to 10 first here, and I think that's going to be a driver's seat to get this game won.
The thing that stands out to me, if you're Coach Schubert, the block number has got to be staring you right in the face. Clear Creek-Amana, about 3 or 4 of them right in a row. What are you telling your girls, you think, to try and get around that block or maybe utilize it to your advantage?
Well, I think you just got to be smart, all right? If you see that it's well established that you need to hit around it, you're going to need to do a roll shot. Now, if you see them scrambling, that's the time when you go ahead and hit hard and try to tool it off that block that's not set and ready to go.
Well, this is a big fifth set, obviously, as if you're tuned in expecting the 3A semifinal, we are going to be a bit delayed. That'll be Western Christian and Humboldt. That's the next matchup on this court. But set number 5 has something to say about that, and already getting it started. Clear Creek-Amana serves up a Channel Seed ace from Avery Lauer, and the Clippers are on the board first. As you said, momentum is so big, and early starts are huge. North Scott's got to get to work. Ooh, way out of system. First 2 to the Clippers.
Yeah, all the momentum going the Clipper way right now.
And Brian Schubert will
Quick
take an
timeout.
early timeout here in set 5. All Clippers. North Scott looked way out of sorts to start the 5th. We'll see if they can regroup when we come back on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Now, North Scott really did not get out of the tunnel very well. They give up 2 easy points to Clear Creek-Amana in the race to 15. And now the Clippers will serve once again. See if the Lancers get into system. That block is there again. Waters and Simpson put the Clippers up 3. That block had been dominant. When we looked at the stats in between sets, it's now a 13-5 edge in favor of the Clippers. Eller is able to get one off the block that time for the kill.
I don't know how she got that one through because they had that block sealed, but I think she went off the left side of that block and went straight down.
Big side out there for North Scott. They can still win this first race to 5 if they play well. Oh, it's on the end line. Kamila Eller with an ace serve, and it's a 1-point 5th set.
The whole Clipper team gave that line judge a stare down there, but she was emphatic with the call. It was close either way.
Very close. Tough call, and there's a serve into the net. And it's 4-2. Clear Creek-Amana in set 5.
It's good to see Reese Jackson stepping back in on a substitution. This will be her first entry back that I've seen, at least, back into the match.
Yeah, that's a big substitution, an IMT insurance substitution for North Scott. And they're going to attack her right away. I'm not surprised. Allen to Moeller, and they respond. Mackenzie Moeller gets the Lancers back on the board.
Yeah, Moeller's in the front row right now. They set up the rotation to just have her be in the back row for 1, get her up into the front row and start things going. Now Lauer's stuck in the middle back. Not that we haven't had strong contribution from other hitters from the Clippers, but it'll take 2 more rotations for her to get back up into the front and kind of compete with Moeller.
Set over toward the outside. Here is Johnson, and we're tied. Boy, what an early timeout by Coach Schubert, and it's worked well to tie things up. This will be Sydney Soppy once again. Back to serve for North Scott, a lefty. Too much on it. And the Clippers retake the lead. Boy, if we could just guarantee this matchup every year in this building, we basically have the last few years, but boy, this is some must-watch volleyball. Everybody in this building's around this one because court 2 won't be getting going for another half hour. All eyes are on this 5th set. Moeller right in the middle of the Clipper D, and it's 5 apiece, a third of the way through the 5th.
Well, 1st to 5 really doesn't matter. Daniel, my My coaching philosophy is kind of out the door. They're both at 5, so we'll look for them to win this little second mini game of seeing who can get to 10, maybe with a little bit more of a lead this time.
I was going to say that the race to 10 maybe becomes that much more impactful at that point. Here's North Scott. Can they take their first lead? They've tied it up a couple of times, haven't taken the advantage yet. And they won't this time.
What a shot.
Great cross-court swing from Bailey Simpson.
Yes, that wasn't especially high, but she went and swatted that with all her might anyways, and beautiful cross-court shot. Nobody there for North Scott at all.
And after the great kill, she'll serve for Creek-Amana. Set over to Moeller. Tipped. Set. Over to Lauer. And there's Jackson playing it up. Moeller dug up nicely by Ron Felt. Quick set. And it's in the net on the swing by Sherman. We're trading side outs now in set 5.
Yeah, so now I talked about Lauer getting stuck in the back. Now we're going to have Moeller in the back. She's going to be serving, but she'll be swinging from the back, so that changes the offense a little bit for the Lancers.
Lauer from the outside and got it down. Clear Creek-Amana still with the advantage as we've continued to trade side out after side out. They'll be the ones siding out with the lead. North Scott will be the ones siding out for the tie more often than not. And North Scott goes to Eller, who's had a really nice state semifinal. Lauer, power tip in the net. And the last 8 points have been just side outs back and forth.
Yeah, I like the idea of Lauer going with that power tip, but the set got a little bit too low on her and put that one into the net.
Can North Scott take the lead? This is Ainsley Haight.
Beautiful serve.
Great serve. Push through. It's Henderson stealing one on the second ball. Boy, if she gets in on a few more, we could be talking about a triple-double for her. 36 assists, 13 digs, and that was her 6th kill of the night, or the afternoon. And Henderson has service. Oh, it's played very deep by Meigel. Tipped around. Henderson sets it to Lauer and puts it to the floor.
Lauer just skied over the top of the block. Unstoppable on the outside right now.
Henderson, such a great leader on this team. She mentioned it after Monday's state quarterfinal against Sergeant Bluff Luton. She said, well, the huge thing for her team is just a next point mentality. I'm sure they had to use it in set 4. They used it to a win. They're using it here in set 5. Moeller just missed. And Clear Creek-Amana wins the race to 10 here in set 5. Coach Schubert is holding on to his second and final timeout in set 5. And this will be Henderson to serve for the Clippers. Just out. Big side out. North Scott will serve down 2.
That's going to get Johnson back into the front row, which they desperately needed to get another hitter there to help out Eller.
Yeah, Johnson's been so good on the right side. We'll see if they can get her going. Good serve.
Thought that was going to get the net. Free ball here for the Lancers.
Oh, yeah, you got to capitalize now. Allen, there's the right side from Johnson. Blocked. Oh, it comes back over. Lauer had just enough to get it through the block. And this will result in the final timeout of set 5 from North Scott. Clear Creek-Amana is 4 points away from their first state final berth in 4 years. We'll see if they can get it done. Coming up next on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, the Lancer season comes down to this. They're out of timeouts. Clear Creek-Amana's got both of theirs, so they have a couple ways to stop the bleeding here throughout the rest of set 5. The winner plays Sioux Center in a Class 5A or Class 4A state championship match tomorrow on the lone court at Extreme Arena in Coralville on Thursday, championship day. Serve for the Clippers, played over, and North Scott goes to Eller, gets it off the block, and the Lancers with a massive side out. They are fired up on the floor.
Yeah, that's the side out they needed. That brings Moeller back up to the front row so they can start to run that offense the way that they like it. Eller did a nice job going high hands on an opportunity there to get back within 2.
Moeller, Johnson, and Kuhn is your front row for North Scott. Played deep. Lauer takes control. Free ball coming. Set by Allen. Moeller dug up by Lauer. This will be sent over by Simpson. Bit of a down ball. Comes the pass back to Moeller. You know where it's going. Flipped over on the second touch. Tough pass. Moeller's blocked. Sent it right back through. Might have gotten away with a 2-touch.
Oh.
It's still going off the block. Oh, this is a tight pass.
They got it. They
did touch the block. The Lancers reload.
Oh, boy. Back row.
Oh, Lauer can't get that one down either. The pass to Moeller. Ronfelt. Now Lauer puts an end to it.
Finally got an opportunity to get a full swing from that pipe shot there and was able to put that one down. Just caught a little tiny bit of the block. Slowed it down enough the defenders were not able to come up and play it.
Everybody's on pins and needles right now. Block back. The recovery. Moeller gets it through. It's still up. What a dive from Henderson.
Oh, Lauer out of nowhere.
Where did she come from?
Middle. Oh,
and a block back.
My gosh.
Clippers keep it going. Lauer going to go again into the net. And too many tries for Avery Lauer, and the Lancers are finally in double-digit territory.
I don't know. Johnson did like a shoulder shrug to get that ball back over to keep it in play. It was unbelievable.
How in the world? Some of these points that have stayed up this long, I don't know how it's happened. Serve will come from Sydney Soppy. And here comes Clear Creek-Amana trying to get a quick side out. They get one! Simpson tools it off the block.
Just an unfortunate spot there, about the worst place it could have gone for the Lancers off of that block. Had a pretty good block on it as well.
Set 5 comes down to this. Clear Creek-Amana's 2 points away from their first championship match since 2022. Set up around the block, and Moeller gets back on the board for North Scott. The Lancers have to get a little run going at some point. You're only going to have one more side out to play with for Clear Creek-Amana before they get to match point. Serve from Michael. Played deep. Still get a good setup. Oh, it's blocked.
She's staying
bounce? She crashes into the fairway sign. They are going to say that was out. I think she actually passed it back over the net.
Yeah.
And we will get a timeout from Clear Creek-Amana. North Scott cuts it back down to 1. Why would you turn your stream off now? Stay tuned. More is coming up next on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is some exceptional state tournament volleyball that we've been treated to on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. This is the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. If you're tuned in, expecting Western Christian and Humboldt, you're going to have to bear with us. We're playing probably the match of the tournament right now. in set number 5. Clear Creek-Amana 2 points away from getting to the championship match for the first time since 2022. North Scott looking for their second state championship match appearance in 3 years. North Scott serving for the tie. Oh, misplayed! It's still alive! What an effort from Clear Creek-Amana. Oh. And it's down!
It's tied.
Moeller ties it. 3 in a row for the Lancers, and we'll get the final timeout from Clear Creek-Amana. We'll keep it here. And this, oh man, Austin, this is going to be an outstanding finish. We don't have any timeouts. It's 13 apiece, and of course we're playing to 15. So, at this point, the coaches are probably saying, hey, just go out there and do what you've been doing, I guess.
I think the serve receive for the Clippers is what's kind of hurt them the last 2 plays to get them back into it. So they're going to be looking to get themselves settled down. They need to take a deep breath, look to their good passers and just get a nice pass up to the center here. There's weapons galore all over the court. Just need to get a good set to them to get to that 14th point.
Well, I don't know if anybody's sitting down in this facility. It is just impressive, the match that we've been treated to. I'm sure Sioux Center's been enjoying all of this. They've been done. They started 25 minutes later than us. They've been done for about a half hour, it feels like. So they are really enjoying the fact that these two are having to grind out a 5-set matchup. We're tied at 13. No timeouts. And here we go. Who will get to match point first? Oh, a free ball coming. Allen to Moeller. It's still alive. It got over somehow. Oh, played it deep. That might have gone out. Lauer to the back line.
Moeller.
What a dig. And now it goes toward the outside. Sherman's dug up by Haight. Moeller's getting all the swings. It's match point. North Scott.
I swore I heard a whistle halfway through that point. I swore that I heard a whistle, but nobody made any movements at all. And thank God they kept playing.
A kill from Moeller on what had to have been her 4th or 5th swing of the point. North Scott scored 4 in a row, and it's match point.
What a set out there.
Just long! North Scott's going to the championship match for the second time in 3 years. There are hugs, there are tears, and there's a big dog pile on the floor. North Scott will play Sioux Center in the 4A championship match.
What a matchup, though. Daniel, we got to see something special today.
That was an all-timer, and Clear Creek-Amana unfortunately ends up on the wrong side of it. They were up 13-10 and gave up the last 5 points to see North Scott win it. We'll go down to the floor, and here is our post-match presentation.
Receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and a commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Executive Director Aaron Gerlich and Volleyball Administrator Ben Van Wyk. Congratulations, Head Coach Jackie Clubb and the Clippers from Clear Creek-Amana on an outstanding 2025 volleyball season. Now we'd like to recognize today's Quick Star star of the game. Addison Allen's outstanding performance earns her the honor of advancing her team on the bracket to the championship match. Thanks to Quick Star for their support of the IGHSAU. Lady
55 assists and 22 digs for Addison Allen. And she leads North Scott into an absolutely thrilling 4A 5-set semifinal.
Yeah, the hitters are always usually one that we're talking about, but Allen did a great job. I happened just to look up as they were trying to figure out who they were going to give that one to and saw the number up there, 55.
Oh.
It's a big number. 31 kills for Moeller, 17 digs for her as well. I mean, you could have given it to either one.
Oh, man.
Just had a great game. But the Clippers, I mean, that would have been a great final between the two of them.
Yes.
Just really well matched, well coached. It was a great game to be a part of here today, Daniel.
These two have played in now 3 exceptional state semifinals in the last 4 years. North Scott has won 2 of them, and the Lancers will take on Sioux Center tomorrow in a Class 4A state championship. Well, what a match it was, and thankfully we've got potentially 3 more rounds of those kind of matchups today. 3A semifinals continue, 2A and 1A will follow. Stay tuned for all of it here on the Girls Union Digital Network. Until then, for all of our great crew here in Coralville, for Austin Oliver, I'm Daniel Versteg. You've been watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau with live coverage on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.